If I had to start over financially, like back to zero, from scratch ulit na magre-rebuild ako ng savings, emergency fund, mag-i-invest, what would I still spend money on? Hindi siya from a place of fear, hindi rin naman dahil nagiging dramatic ka, pero based on experience, base sa mga napagdaanan ko dati, paano ko i-rebuild ulit yung finances ko? Kasi whether you're a student, a young professional, a solo parent, or someone like me na balikbayan, most of us go through rebuilding seasons at some point in our lives. Minsan dahil sa bad decisions or sometimes life just happened. Pero most of the time, we don't talk about it. We stay quiet kasi nahihiya tayo. Ashamed we made a bad decision, ashamed we lost money, and ashamed that some people seem to be moving forward habang tayo magbibuild ulit from scratch. Pero if there's one thing kasi that I learned about shame, it's that shame shields solutions. When you feel ashamed about money, you stop asking questions. You stop looking for advice and you stop admitting that things went wrong. Pero kapag ganun kasi ang ginagawa natin, hindi naman nasusolve talaga yung problema. Natatago lang natin siya. Kapag may mga gathering, we don't talk about it. Kapag kailangan nating makapag-socialize, we mask it by spending more. But the truth is, rebuilding financially is a lot more common than people think. And when you start removing the shame around the whole, starting all over again, building from scratch, you can finally start asking questions, looking for solutions, and start making smarter decisions. After removing shame and finding smarter solutions, these are the very few things that I would still spend money on. Not because they're luxuries, but from experience kasi these are the things that I know will help me rebuild faster. Number one is access. Yes, medyo may problema yung mga internet connection dito sa Pinas, mabagal yung iba, pero hindi ko tatanggalin yung access ko. Kasi internet is not just for entertainment. Hindi mo lang naman siya i-access kapag bored ka at gusto mong mag-Netflix. It's applying for remote jobs, learning new skills, networking, researching better opportunities, building content, and staying connected to the world beyond your situation. When money is tight kasi, ang instinct natin kagad is to shrink. Pero kapag shrink mo kasi yung access mo, let's say nag-decide ka na wag na lang mag-internet dahil nga nagtitipid ka, you're also shrinking your options. Kapag nagre-rebuild ka, kailangan mo ng visibility kasi kailangan mo makita kung ano yung options na meron ka. For example, nung nawalan ako ng trabaho sa Malta, I was so desperate dahil gustong-gusto ko makahanap ng trabaho agad. So araw-araw wala akong ginawa kundi mag-apply ng trabaho, mag-research ng mga opportunities for me, and make sure na updated yung portfolio ko para hindi ako mahirapan na sumabay sa ibang aplikante. So without internet connection, hindi ko magagawa lahat ng yun. Number two, I would still invest in earning capacity, anything that would help me earn. For example, if there's a short course online na alam ko na makakatulong to enhance my skills, I will definitely grab that. Nung nagka-transition ako from working full-time sa office job to freelancing, ang ginawa ko, nag-apply ako sa mga online courses sa digital marketing dahil alam ko na yun yung in demand and alam ko na medyo kulang pa yung skills ko dun sa part na yun. So I decided na mag-apply sa mga short online courses. Yung iba sa kanila libre, yung iba naman may bayad. Pero alam ko na magiging investment ko siya to enhance my skills and magkaroon ako ng certificates na mape-present sa client in case meron akong interview or kailangan ko mag-apply. Number two, software that increases productivity. For example, isa sa mga business venture na gusto mong gawin is magbenta ng digital products. Madami kang ideas, creative ka naman, alam mo kung saan sila ipopromote, pero yung productivity mo medyo mabagal siya kasi naka-free ka lang na account dun sa tool na ginagamit mo. You know na kapag nag-upgrade ka sa premium, medyo tataas yung gastos mo, pero alam mo na makakatulong siya sa productivity mo at sa whole process mo. So I would still invest dun sa upgrade na yon, lalo na kapag nakikita ko na yun yung isa sa mga opportunity ko para ma-improve yung finances ko. Number three, transportation money sa mga opportunity. For example, ngayon na content creator ako, may mga opportunities na dumarating wherein nai-invite ako sa mga event. And kung tutuusin, minsan parang nakakapagdalawang isip na pumunta. However, kapag nag-attend ka kasi sa mga event na ganito, opportunity siya for you to network. Opportunity siya for you to present yourself, to sell your brand. And even though wala siyang balik sa'yo agad, money-wise, ang kapalit nun is access. Ang kapalit niya is opportunity for you to see kung ano yung possibilities para sa'yo. So, I would still go sa mga opportunity na ganito kahit na kailangan ko gumasto sa pamasahe dahil alam ko na may balik siya sa akin. Lastly is equipment. Kung nagdadalawang isip ka na mag-invest sa isang laptop na alam mo na kailangan mo dahil yun yung paraan mo para makapag-apply, makapag-network, then I would recommend that you do it. Hindi naman kailangan na sobrang mahal yung pag-i-investan mo na laptop agad-agad. Kahit second hand yan, as long as gumagana at nagagawa mo yung mga tasks na kailangan mong gawin, then by all means, invest in a good laptop. Saka ka na lang mag-upgrade kapag gumanda na yung kita mo or nakaalis ka na dun sa level 0. You might think na bakit puro gastos tong binibigay ko na example, ano? Pero minsan kasi hindi natin nare-realize na yung earning ability natin, asset siya. Itong mga expenses na to, para siyang seed na pinaplant mo lang, pero eventually, magbubunga din naman siya para sa'yo. Number 3, I would still take care of my body. Ito yung una natin kasing pinapabayaan kapag stress tayo dahil kailangan nating kumita, kailangan nating makakuha ng panibagong trabaho. Pero the moment kasi na pinabayaan mo yung health mo, hindi rin magiging consistent yung hustle mo dahil eventually sasabihin at sasabihin sa'yo ng katawan mo to slow down. Rebuilding kasi is exhausting, and kapag mentally stressed ka na tapos financially stretched ka pa, the last thing that you want is physical pain. So yes, I would still invest in a good walking or running shoes. Kung kailangan mo mag-invest sa gym membership, then go ahead. Kasi alam ko naman na hindi lahat merong access sa good walking path dito sa Metro Manila. And lastly, don't forget to nourish your body with good food din. Kasi a lot of people think being financially disciplined means enduring suffering. But discipline without sustainability leads to burnout. Isa pa yan sa mga pinaka-iniiwasan natin, yung burnout. Minsan, yung katawan natin okay kaya nating magtrabaho kahit na sabihin nating long hours. Pero kapag na-burnout ka na, mas mahirap siyang kalaban, yung wala ka ng motivation magtrabaho. So, minsan kahit na madami kang task, madaming dumadating na opportunity sa'yo, kapag na-burnout ka na, mahirap nang bumalik dun sa momentum. So, yun yung tinatry natin na i-avoid. Dati ganyan din ako na super hustle lang, lalo kapag madaming opportunities na dumadating to the point na nagtatrabaho ko from 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. Yes, it's good kasi kumikita ako ng pera, pero at the same time, nagsasuffer ako physically. Next is self-care. So when it comes to self-care, hindi naman kailangan na super gastos niya to the point na lagi ka magsasalon, pero kailangan pa rin naman natin maging presentable, diba? Lalo na kung makikipag-networking ka or kailangan mong show up for an interview. I learned kasi na when your confidence drops, your earning power drops too. I've been there kasi nung nasa Malta ako, sobrang hirap ng buhay ko doon to the point na minsan hindi na talaga presentable yung itsura ko. Ang hirap na dalhin ng sarili mo dahil sobrang stress ka, ang dami mong problema, wala kang pera. So, ang hirap na hindi yun mag-reflect sa aura mo. Pero ang ginawa ko talaga, the moment na meron akong interview, ginawan ko talaga ng paraan para mas magmukha akong presentable. Dahil hindi nila pwedeng makita na problemado ka, dapat nakita nila na confident ka at ka-hire ka. So, ganun yung ginawa ko na kahit na deep inside, struggling ka at presentable ka pa din para ma-hire ka. So, taking care of yourself, it's not about vanity naman. It's about self-respect din and stability. So, dapat pakita mo pa rin na confident ka kahit na deep inside, ang dami natin problema. Number 5, I would still allow one sanity expense. So, lagi nilang sinasabi na frugality is about depriving yourself, pero hindi naman talaga kasi ganun ang frugality, di ba? It's about being intentional sa kung ano yung ginagastos mo. And I would say na kahit nagre-rebuild ka from scratch, allow yourself pa din to enjoy the little luxuries in life na alam mo na nagne-nourish talaga ng soul mo. For example, an occasional coffee date with a friend, a meal in a nice restaurant once in a while, or travel within your means kapag may opportunity. So, hindi mo kailangan i-deprive yung sarili mo habang nagre-rebuild ka. Kasi minsan, doon din naman tayo kumukuha ng energy para masustain natin yung journey natin ng pagre-rebuild. Ang hirap naman na, for example, yung rebuilding journey mo pala, aabot siya ng 4 years. Buong 4 years na yun, ide-deprive mo yung sarili mo. So, mas maganda na once in a while, you enjoy the little luxuries in life para mas may energy ka to achieve your goals. When it comes naman dun sa mga bagay na kailangan nating bawasan, ito lang yung mga gastos na para lang mag-impress ng ibang tao and ego purchases. So, yung mga alam mo naman na hindi naman talaga life and death situation, mga optional na bagay, then we can let them go for now habang nagre-rebuild tayo ng empire natin. If you're in your rebuilding season right now, I hope you don't feel that you're behind. Minsan kasi kapag nahihiya tayo, nasa-stuck tayo dun sa sitwasyon to the point na hindi tayo nakakapag-move forward. So as soon as matanggap mo siya, hindi naman kailangan overnight, pero as soon as matanggap mo siya, you made peace with the situation, mas madali ka makaka-move forward and makakahanap ng solusyon. And also, keep in mind na you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. If you want more videos similar to this one, I have more in my channel. You can start by watching this video. That's it for today. Ciao!